Hi, I'm Terry Taylor from Interior Design Business Academy. And today I want to talk about some of the woes that we have with charging by the hour. And what I've done is create a little short list of what I see going on, of what designers are struggling with. So number one, it's really hard to get hired, because when you walk into a job and you tell somebody standing in their living room that you cost $100 an hour or $150 an hour, and you don't know how long it'll take, and you don't know what the job's going to cost, you're pretty scary. Okay, it's hard to get hired in that situation. And think about it. Would you hire somebody who said that to you? Probably not. Probably not. Number two, we're all creatives. We don't track time very well at all. It's just not our thing, okay? And, you might as well own it. It's true. It'd be true for me as well as it's true for you. It's just not something we do very well, so that doesn't give us very good records to build time from. So we're often missing a lot of stuff that we're doing because it's not getting recorded and sent back out again as an invoice. Number three, you often take a month or more to actually bill a time invoice. We tend to be much more interested in designing than making time bills, and so they go for a long time before they go out, and then when they finally get there, the client doesn't remember what you did. It's lucky if you remember what you did. There are also instances where you get so involved in the job that you don't charge any time. You just start doing products and drawings and getting the wheel turning. And granted, we're much more interested in doing that, but what happens is that you didn't charge any time for the whole job. And then you get to the end and go, you know what, I got to do a time invoice. I was like, oh, that's embarrassing. I should have billed this along the way. It's going to be a lot. It's going, oh, what am I going to do? What are they going to say? And quite frankly, it works from the other side, from the client side. It's kind of weird too, because they're in a place where they're really happy with what you did. They've got the finished job. I mean, it's beautiful, it's yummy, and now you're coming back and saying you owe me $12,000. Not really good customer service or good PR. That's just not the way to do it. Number four, you finally create the time bill, the invoice, and you get everything you've got on there, and you look at the bottom and you look at the total and you go, oh, they're not going to pay me that much. And you go, oh, you know what, I'll no charge a couple things. So you take a few things off of there, okay? So, you didn't put everything on there to begin with. Now you took some more off, and you send the bill off, and you go, okay, now we're fine. I think they'll pay that. Well, that's great. You're guessing what's in their mind. You gave yourself a demotion before it ever went out. They never even got to say no. All right, this is all about you. This is you in your own way, big time, big time. And I know this happens all the time. When I say this to a live audience, I see little black clouds popping up over everybody's head because everybody's done it at some time or other. But this is what keeps you from getting paid the way you should be paid. Now, number five is another biggie, and that is that when you've done design for a while, you get pretty fast. You get so you can produce a job very quickly, you can make decisions quickly, you can move through your process very, very quickly and be efficient with it, which is terrific. However, it means that you're billing less hours, so the better you get, the less you make. That's not right either. Okay, you should not make less for creating a great job than somebody who's just starting out that takes much longer to do. Okay, so there we're in your own way again. And then the number six, the last one I'm going to put on there, is that it's impossible to scale your business up if you only have X number of hours on the shelf. That's it. And after you sell all those hours, there's no more you can do. You got to sleep. You got to have a life too. So, the whole hourly thing works as a stop on you to keep you from moving forward. Now, the key here is that every time you send out a time bill, you bump up against your own old inherited money stories about what your family thought was right about money and that sort of thing, and often a lot of beliefs about your value, or maybe perhaps the lack of your value. And that's what makes it so hard to bill and so hard to create those invoices. So we need to, in order to be successful and get paid what you're worth, you need to understand your family money history, understand it well enough that you can take it out of the job. okay, and get it over there so it's not running the show anymore, okay, and then figure out what you're worth and be willing to use your voice and ask for it, okay? So until I see you again, design something beautiful, get paid what you're worth. Bye now.